Welcome back to Signal Boost. I'm Greg Mack with the APS Office of Government Affairs. Let's start with the federal budget. The continuing resolution that's been in place to fund a lot of the government, including NSF and NIST, was extended until December 21st. This was done in part to not have negotiations around the time of the funeral proceedings for President George H.W. Bush, and also to allow some time for discussions on border security. The Department of Homeland Security Appropriations Bill is the most contentious of the ones remaining. Funding for the Department of Energy was already appropriated earlier this year. Now, immigration is an issue that APS has been continuing to work on, specifically the topic of F1 student visas. 2 APS members have written op-eds about the benefits of changing the F1 visa to make it dual intent. An international student applying for one could then not only express the intent to study, but also the intent to pursue citizenship. In Illinois, Don Lamb, a physics professor at the University of Chicago, directed his article in the Chicago Tribune at Senator Richard Durbin. Senator Durbin is the ranking member of the Border Security and Immigration Subcommittee of the Senate Judiciary Committee. In Alabama, University of Auburn physics professor Sarit Dar addressed Senator Richard Shelby in his op-ed published in the Opelika Auburn News. Senator Shelby is the chair of the Senate Appropriations Committee. After these op-eds were published, the APS Office of Government Affairs reached out to APS members in Illinois and Alabama, asking them to contact their associated senator to urge them to read the op-ed. This amplification by constituents is really important. It helps the senators know that others in their states care about the issue as well. As 2018 draws to a close, so it is my time with APS and with Signal Boost. Signal Boost has been amazing to put together, and over the past 2 years, I've shared with you important policy issues that affect the physics community and enabled you to speak out on those issues. Throughout this time, nearly 20,000 advocacy actions have been taken by members of the science community. I've been able to share with you stories of those campaigns and the people who are making their voices heard. Through op-eds, in-person meetings in DC, in-state meetings, and numerous state or nationwide campaigns, APS members like you have been strong voices for physics, and the APS Office of Government Affairs isn't going to stop. All of these activities will keep on going, with a near-term highlight being the APS Unit Leader Congressional Visits Day in DC on January 31st. It hasn't been determined yet if Signal Boost will continue in my absence, but please follow along with the activities of the Office of Government Affairs and APS news publications, including stories about APS member advocates, and stay on the lookout for opportunities that allow you to be one of those advocates. I'm very happy that I could enable and encourage APS members to be voices for physics. Thank you for helping make the physics community a signal above the noise in Washington, D.C.